Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Abrams, NATO 10.2. Alright, the NATO ministers thought long and hard and decided it is necessary to repair the 12 damage to the army base in East Germany. So that has been paid off. We go then to tech. PGM, advanced SLBM, chemical. There's PGM, missed the other two. PGM goes to stage 2. Okay, purchase. 8 for 2 MBTs, 16 for a pair of fighters, the remaining 10 on an attack chopper and 2 paramilitary. Okay, strategic nuclear phase. Didn't forget this time. Okay. Our nuclear-capable strategic bomber takes off from, where does he take off from? He takes off from southern England and flies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shoots a nuclear cruise missile at the mobile IRBM in East Czechoslovakia. The other one takes off from Paris and flies 1, 2, where it shoots a nuclear cruise missile at the minor army base in Lazio. And then the IRBM is fired at the minor army base in Hungary. So there we are for strategic phase. Now I'm just going to go ahead and lay it out, combat movement. So if necessary, the theater missile in Rhineland will shoot 1, 2, 3. Theater missile in Rhineland will shoot 1, 2, 3 in a follow-up strike on the minor army base in Hungary if it's not destroyed. The theater missile in Paris will fire 1, 2, 3 as a follow-up strike if necessary into the minor army base at Lazio. If those are not necessary after the strategic phase, I'll re-target them. And then the other 2 combats are going to be Piedmont. All the NATO forces from southern France are attacking Piedmont, plus the fighter and attack bomber from the fleet in M3 are coming in to join the attack. I gotta look here. I'm looking at things upside down. Okay, the cruiser that's in M3 is going to fire a cruise missile in here to support the attack. The major air base in Paris is going to shoot a cruise missile 1, 2 in to support the attack. And then our other combat is going to be West Poland. All of the NATO forces in East Germany are going into the attack. The A-10 from northern Germany is joining the attack. The strategic bomber from Paris is flying over here and shooting 2 cruise missiles into the attack. And these 6 next-gen MBTs from West Czechoslovakia are coming up to join the attack. The Soviets have decided that they will scramble their ASF from Baltic states 1-2 to get in here and join the defense. So, there it is. So we will begin with strategic nuclear phase. Here we go. So we have the nuclear cruise missile attacking the mobile IRBM in East Czechoslovakia. So here's its strategic defense role. That missile is shot down. Okay, next we have the attack on the minor army base in Lazio. So its strategic defense role is a miss. So that one puts a whopping 3 damage on there. Rolled a little Joe. Okay, so that's 3 damage on the minor army base in Lazio. Okay, and now we have the IRBM shot at the minor army base in Hungary. So here's its strategic defense. That missile is shot down. Very good strategic defense for Warsaw Pact. They have got right in there. Okay, so yeah, get that off there. That's it for strategic phase. Now we go to combat. We've already done our combat movement. Now we're doing combat resolution. So, theater missile at the minor army base in Lazio. Okay, that missed. Theater missile. There's 10 damage. That's a total of 13. Something is telling me max damage for a minor is 12. Let's see. Yep. So the minor army base in Lazio disappears in a cloud of nuclear destruction. There it is, gone. Okay, next we will have the theater missile strike on the minor army base in northern Yugoslavia. So it's AMD roll, that missile is shot down. Okay, so that comes off. That's it for missile shooting. So I am going to move the West Poland fight to the battle boards. Okay, we're ready to go here. There it is. Battlefield nukes are being used by both sides. Defending SAM is first strike, and the attacking cruise missiles have first strike. And I didn't say it, but this will be yeah, well, I'm trying to decide on spy satellite support. Yeah, we'll go on and use spy satellite on this one. Let's see. There, Sam has to decide missile defense or air defense. He's going to do air defense. So the two cruise missiles come in unimpeded for one hit. One target select hit, and of course they will select an MBT. Okay, there's that. Now the Soviet SAM gets its first strike. He got one hit. One air hit that NATO will take on a fighter. Okay, now we're into the regular part. Go and take that off. Okay, two fighters on air superiority. There is one air hit. One air hit. Okay, now we have a SPAG and a SAM, 3 shots each for one air hit. That's 2 air hits. Okay, now we have mech at 3 because, yeah, it's going to be at 2 because there is a river penalty on the first round. That's a miss. MBT at 3 because of the river. Miss. A10. Okay, there is a land target select hit. And since that's a 1, that is an armor penetration target select. Okay, now we have 5, 6, 9 next gen MBTs. So there's 4, 8, 9 next gen MBTs. Okay. One general hit and 3 land target selects. 3 land target selects and 1 general. Okay, now we're going to have 2. Havoc. 2 attack bombers with battlefield nukes. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 1 of which is a land target select. So that goes up to 4 for land target select. And then 3 more general hits. So that's 4. And now we have an F-117 with battlefield nukes. And that is 2 more general hits. We'll bump that up to 6. Okay, air superiority fighter. That is an air hit. Get rid of that die. Like I said before, I don't like it. It's too hard to see. Okay, 3 fighters on air superiority. 1 more air hit. Bring that up to 2. Okay, we have 2 medium bombers defending with battlefield nukes at 3. Okay, that's nothing. Everything missed. Now you've got an attack chopper. That's a miss. You have 4, 6 MBTs for 1 land target select hit. And 1 general hit. 1 general hit. And that's a 1. So the way I've been playing it is that's a armor penetration land target select. Okay, and now we have 4 next gen MBTs. It's 1 general hit and 1 land target select. Okay, there we go. Okay, so armor penetration land target select is going to take out a next gen MBT. Clear that off. 4 land target selects are going to kill 4 MBTs. So clear that off. Armor penetration land target select will kill the next gen MBT for the defender. Clear that. Land target select will take out an MBT. Clear that. Okay, the attacker has 2 air hits. That Warsaw Pact is going to take on the 2 medium bombers. Clear that. The defender has 2 air hits that NATO will take on the 2 fighters. Clear that. 6 general hits for the attacker. So Sam is 1. Air superiority fighter is 2. The attack chopper's 3. One fighter is 4, and 2 MBTs is 6. Clears that off. And then 2 general hits by the defender will be taken on the Sam in this bag. Clear that off. That guy goes to his normal box. And here we go again. Okay, so now there isn't any river penalty. So mech, there is a hit. A 10. There is a second hit. Well, we're gonna, that's a land target select. We're gonna go ahead and put it on there because they do have air units. So there's a land target select. Now we have, what was it, 5, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6. 8 next gen MBTs. Three general hits and 1 land target select. So this goes up to 4, this goes up to 2. Two attack bombers for 1 general hit, and F-117 for a miss. So that's 7 hits in total. They have 5 units, so the Soviets are done for. So now they defend. 2 fighters for 1 hit. And 3 next-gen MBTs for 1 land target select hit. One land target select. And get that down there where that belongs. Okay, the Soviets are done. Or Warsaw Pact and Soviets are done. Land target select. Well, they can't target the next-gen MBTs, so that has to be the mech. And then for the general hit, NATO's going to take that on one of the next-gen MBTs and save the A-10. Or is he? No, they're not. They're going to take the hit on the A-10. They cost the same. The next-gen MBTs hit just a little bit harder. Okay, so we need another chip for that. Gather all this stuff up. Get a roundel. And go back around here to place everything. NATO now possesses 2 of Warsaw Pact's 3 surrender cities. If they take Romania and hold on to East Germany and West Czechoslovakia, or West Poland, then Warsaw Pact will surrender and be out of the game. Okay, so that's going to be NATO up 3, Warsaw Pact down 3. It's NATO up 3 to 54, Warsaw Pact down 3 to 23. I've already adjusted the fallout up for all the action that's taking place this turn. Okay, now we're going to have the attack on Piedmont. I'll get that stuff moved over here. Okay, here we are. That's what it looks like. NATO will be shooting chemical in first strike, and then there's 2 cruise missiles. And Warsaw Pact has just the SAM in first strike. That missile defense or air defense. This time they're going to use the SAM for missile defense. Okay, so field artillery, chemical. Okay, there is 1 first strike hit. Right there, 1 first strike hit. Okay, now we have the 2 cruise missiles. There is a second first strike hit. Oh, wait a minute. Since it's missile defense, they got to go first. Okay, the missile defense missed. So that does count. All right, so 2 first strike hits. Well, naturally, they're going to take one on the SAM and the other one on an early gen MBT. Clear that off. Okay, here we go. 2 fighters, air superiority. 1 air hit. 1 air hit. Okay, now we have, there's just 2 helicopters for air units. So the Spag and the SAM get 2 shots each. And there is a second air hit. So that'll do for both helicopters. Now we got 4 mechs. There is mountain border, so -1 on the first round. So they get nothing. And then 2 MBTs. They got 1 general hit. Actually, that's a 2. That's a land target select. There's that. And now we have attack bomber with battlefield nukes. And there are 2 hits there. So 2 general hits there. Okay, defender, an early gen MBT, misses. 2 attack helicopters, both miss. 4 MBTs. They got 3 hits. 1 is a land target select. So 1 land target select and 2 general hits for the defender. Okay, the attacker puts its land target select, of course, on an MBT. The defender puts its land target select on an MBT. 2 air hits take out the attack choppers. 2 general hits kill early gen and 1 MBT, leaving 2. 2 general hits take 1 on the field artillery and no. Yeah. 1 on the field artillery, 1 on the Spag. Clear that off. Okay, cruise missiles are done. SAM goes to the box. Fighters go back over here to their normal place. And here we go again. So 4 mechs. No penalty this time. Nothing going. 1 MBT. Okay, there is 1 hit. 2 fighters. Nothing. Attack bomber. Okay, there is the second hit that was needed. So Warsaw Pact is done for. Their defense. They get 1 hit. Warsaw Pact is done, and that's going to be a hit on a mech. So let's put things back, grab a roundel, and let's go over here. Okay, take that off. Don't need a roundel. I forgot, that's Warsaw Pact territory. Or NATO territory. Okay, there's the guys there. The air, I'll just do it non-combat. How's that? So that is NATO up 2 more to 56. Warsaw Pact down 2 more to 21. All right. Okay, that's it for combat, so non-combat. The fighter that came from the carrier in M3 flies back out to it, as does the attack bomber that came from there. The other fighter that came from southern France lands back in southern France. Okay, over here. The 2 mechs and 2 artillery from northern Germany go 1-2 over here to West Czechoslovakia. And the field artillery goes with them. Okay, the air from western Poland, the attack bomber that came from the carrier goes back to it. The F-117 and the attack bomber land back in East Germany. The theater missile in southern England is going to sea lift to northern Germany. Oh wait, no, can't do that because that port's damaged. Sorry about that. Sea lift him to over to Picardy. So that's where he's at. And I think that's it for non-combat. The strategic bomber landed back in, I don't know, do we want to land him in Paris? I tell you what, the strategic bomber from the fight there in West Poland is going to land in Bavaria instead of Paris. We're also going to land the attack bomber in the F-117 in Bavaria instead of East Germany. Okay, that's it for non-combat. So now we're going to place units. Okay, the attack chopper goes in West Czechoslovakia. The 2 paramilitary I can't quite see. I'll do them in a minute so I don't got to move the camera twice. The two MBTs and the two fighters going East Germany. The two paramilitary, one's going to Catalonia, the other is going here to Valencia, just in case. Don't want to be accused of overlooking things later on. And that's that. So, money. NATO is at 56. Minus 6 for oil tankers gives them 50. Okay, shot 4 cruise missiles, built 4 cruise missiles, no change. And didn't shoot any anti-ship missiles and built 3. And they're getting a hell of a stack of anti-ship missiles here. They need to find some targets. Okay. Ozark Outpost. Over and out.